Dire team ban.
Hello everybody and welcome to the JoinDota League Season 7. I'm Wolf Dota, thanks for tuning in, I appreciate it. If you got any comments, concerns, or criticisms,
Radiant
leave them in the
team
chat.
ban.
I'll take a look at it in between games. But for now, we've got Princess Jellipi going up against Esub International, I guess.
Dire team pick.
And they're burning through the draft pretty quick. We've got a Gyrocopter
Radiant
and
team
Earthshaker
pick.
taken out first by Princess Jellipi? I think their team name is officially God, so I'll sure that'll switch over when they load in. But on the other side, Esub, they banned out the Shrek and the Bounty Hunter, so pretty standard bans all the way around. And heroes that have been fairly popular since just leading up right into the international and then all the way through it, and have continued to be so as no really
10
balance changes
seconds
have come out
remaining.
yet. So Lina, the first pick overall, strong mid hero, strong support
5
as well.
seconds remaining.
Wouldn't be too surprised to see her run in either of those positions, but normally
Reserve time.
I think you see her in the mid lane. As far as Esub, I don't know a whole lot about these guys. We'll have to see how they do. Excuse me for 1 sec. I just had to adjust something. And we're waiting on the picks. Imagine once we see their first pick, we'll know what the playstyle is going to be a little bit more. Or at least maybe hopefully that'll give us a clue as to what they want to start running. But none of the bans really lead to a whole much. Maybe we'll see some, like a Tusk. He's been very popular lately. One of the other heroes that's kind of been left out. But
Queen
they're gonna go for the Queen of Pain, so they pick up another mid to go
Radiant team
up
pick.
against Lina, or at least I assume it's going to be another mid. Their next pick, we'll see if it's going to be a support so that they can save a couple of their core picks for a little later on and use it as a counter pick, or if they're going to go ahead and pick up another core, maybe that's a little bit higher priority like Phantom Lancer or something along those lines. Anti-Mage you still see every now and then, Ember Spirit, but like they could do something
10
a little different,
seconds
run the Quap in
remaining.
the off lane, run Ember Spirits in the mid lane, or safe lane Ember.
5 seconds remaining.
But so far, those are kind of the heroes you see the most of. They're going to go ahead and pick up a very good
Dire
support in
team
the
pick.
Dazzle. We'll see if the Princess Jellipi want to pick up an Axe to maybe counter that. They've got room in their draft. They've only picked the one hero. Maybe they'll look to grab it now or try and see if it sneaks through and pick it up at a later stage, see if it'll work a little bit better. But it wouldn't be a bad hero. He's got decent control to grab the Queen of Pain, that call lasting for 2.75 seconds, and then the Culling Blade in order to go through Shallow Grave.
10 seconds
The
remaining.
Dazzle, they're going to go for a Clockwork for now, is their, what I imagine will be
Dire
their
team
off lane,
ban.
and with that, we'll see if they want to run, what they want to get rid of. I imagine they'll probably want to ban out the Phantom Lancer unless they hope to pick it themselves. They do not have the first pick going into the second
10
phase,
seconds
so it'll
remaining.
be interesting to see what they want to do. But they do ban out the Tusk, as I mentioned a
Radiant
little bit
team
earlier.
ban.
Still a very strong hero, and overall something that's worth getting rid of. You don't want to run into a techie strat or something along those lines, or even just in general, he's very difficult to deal with. Great setup for the Linas. You can snowball in, quickly drop a Light Strike Array,
10
Walrus
seconds
Punch,
remaining.
and the Dragon Slave. You won't even need Laguna Blade with all that stuff. Wyvern's going to get banned out, so they
Dire
get rid of
team
a
ban.
very strong support as well, similar to the Dazzle except with
Radiant
the
team ban.
cold embrace there with the heal and the save from physical damage and stuff. So and the massive amounts of regen. PL banned out, strong carry, and makes me think that they weren't planning on picking it themselves. Doesn't seem like they had somebody, or didn't think that it would make it through, which
10
is probably a good
seconds
call.
remaining.
Hopefully Esub isn't kicking themselves too much for letting that one get away from them
5
as far as the
seconds
picks.
remaining.
With the final ban coming out, they've got a Clockwork and a Lina. What do they want to get rid
Reserve
of?
time.
Probably maybe a support. Maybe want to get rid of an Ancient Apparition, someone that can deal with the healing of the Dazzle, or maybe pick up some ban out some more healing, and maybe ban the Witch Doctor just in case, as Witch Doctor is not bad against the Clockwork. But they're gonna go ahead and
Radiant
get
team
rid
pick.
of Silencer. So just kind of somebody that can really break up the team fight overall. That way you don't have a Clockwork hookshot in and then Global come out instantly and have the fight turned around, lose your Clockwork at the beginning, and then go up with her excellent chase, track down other heroes, and leave them there for to get picked off.
10
But
seconds remaining.
for now, we'll have to see what they're going
5
into. I imagine they'll
seconds
want to pick up
remaining.
another core before things get a little bit too out of hand as far as everything getting banned out. So
Reserve time.
maybe we'll see a Wind Ranger. She's very strong right now. She can run it in the safe lane or in the off lane as needed. But they're going to go for the Naga Siren. So we're going to have another illusion hero picked up, which, not too surprising. It could be a support Naga, and that's kind of one of the best things about picking it in this point, is you can always change your draft with the last pick. If you decide that you need to go with something else, you can. But also she's a very good core in general. Now they'll need to pick up some strong early game in order to keep her alive and allow her the space to farm. So we'll see what they want to go for that. But
10
the Princess
seconds
Jalopy, maybe
remaining.
they're now under a little bit of pressure to try and push a little bit early. So we might
5
see
seconds
some stronger
remaining.
pushing heroes come out. Heroes that come to mind are like, it's not
Reserve
likely, but a
time.
Drow Ranger and another ranged hero maybe for that. Maybe an Enigma if they want to run him in the jungle. They do have that option as Clockwork can solo lane just fine. They could go for an Enchantress or Chen to try and get some early advantage. They're going to go for Alliance, so they pick up the double zap. They've
Radiant
got
team pick.
dual lightning coming out of fingers on that side. And we'll see if that Lina is a core or another support based off their picks a little bit later. Esub, sorry, stream. Esub is going to have to move forward with their picks, though. They don't have a whole lot of time left in general, but they should be able to pick this one fairly quick. I think this will be their secondary
10
support,
seconds
and
remaining.
see what it's going to be. If it is, I imagine it'll be
5
another,
seconds
it'll be,
remaining.
hopefully be an offensive support, somebody with good setups done. They don't really have any of that.
Reserve
As far as
time.
lockdown goes, they've got net. Not that Princess Jalopy are too evasive, but it's hard to just lock heroes down and focus them if they're constantly running away and moving around like that. Like Quap is a good slow, so does Dazzle, and then Naga's got Ensnare and can use Song to lock them in place and reposition. But it's not going to be as simple as it is for
Templar Assassin.
Princess Jalopy. They pick up the TA, so that'll be
Dire
their mid
team
laner.
pick.
Makes me think that's going to be an off lane Quap now and a safe lane Naga Siren. So they still got one support left to pick if that's how they want to run it, or they can pick a core and it can be a support Naga. So now they're going to need some way to burn out these charges very quickly. Clockwork's not terrible at it, Battery Salt's okay, but unfortunately Lion and Lina, they don't have, without the extra auto attacks coming in, it's going to be a little bit difficult. And I expect throughout the game we'll see at least one Laguna
10
Blade or
seconds
Finger
remaining.
blocked by a refraction charge, which would be very unfortunate.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
As they get into the reserve time, what kind of positions do they need to fill? They need a safe laner and potentially a mid or another support, which I still think Enigma would be not bad for them. He had as the off lane from Princess Jalopy isn't too strong. Maybe they'll pick up an anti-mage, something like that that can be a little bit evasive and escape the Naga Siren, blink out of the net, and from these slow, it's very hard to lock down. I think that would be a smart choice. They could go for Faceless Void if they want. They have a lot of range damage and decent setup with the hook if they want. You don't see Alchemist run really. Maybe a Slark, someone else that's a little bit difficult to lock down. And even if he gets caught in the Naga song, he's like with a BKB on, he can always pop his ulti and escape that way if he wants to. So I think Slark and Anti-Mage would kind of be the choice picked here. Maybe a Wind Ranger, just... Well, they're going to go for the Ember Spirit. You're very good at burning down the
Radiant
refraction
team
charges.
back.
Makes me think that it's going to be a support Lina, as Embers usually run in the mid lane. Could run him safe if they want to. We'll see what Esub think with their bans coming out here. If they're thinking it's a support, I still think something like an Ancient Apparition would be not bad if that's what they want. They've got decent
10
setup for him,
seconds
and
remaining.
he'd be pretty good as far as just harassing lane
5
with,
seconds
say, you
remaining.
run a Lion and AA combo, and then run the Ember Spirit safe and
Reserve
Lina
time.
in the mid. I think that could work. Ember Spirit does fairly well against the Queen of Pain, especially once he gets that level 2 Flame Guard up and
10
running.
seconds
Gets that
remaining.
extra damage on it. But we'll have to wait and
5
see.
seconds remaining.
Only a couple seconds left, so what's it gonna be? They're gonna ban out the Clinks of all heroes, so they did think it was a support, and they're worried about the early push coming out there, so probably a good choice overall. Not sure if that was really in the cards. Clinks is not the most popular hero At least not to my knowledge right now. And we'll have to wait and
10
see in a
seconds
moment here
remaining.
what Princess Jellypy they want to ban out.
5
They've got
seconds
35
remaining.
seconds left total. I think getting rid of a secondary support would probably be a pretty wise choice. Maybe
Reserve
something like a
time.
Witch Doctor or with a Coconut, give them good lockdown, some decent chase as well. Skywrath Mage might not be terrible. He's got that long slow. They're gonna ban out a Razor, so they think it's a
Radiant
support.
team pick.
Either Naga or Quap are also supports, and then worry about the safe lane. We'll see here what they go for. They're not really too worried about Ember Spirit's Flame Guard. Well, they have no way to get rid of it, but I guess, but it's not going to be blocking much of their damage. Riptide and a little bit from Quap, I guess, is the biggest thing that it's going to block. So maybe they want some Magical Burst and a Silence. I still think the
10
Skywrath would be not
seconds
terrible
remaining.
if they need another support. Give them that slow and the silence,
5
and then
seconds remaining.
easily chase people down. Of course, that long range vision with different things and just additional burst. But they're gonna pick up a Huskar of all heroes,
Dire team
so
pick.
they're going for. You know what? He makes a lot of sense. Except for Lena, if they run her as a core and she gets an early eggs, Huskar's gonna have a sad day. But if they can keep her down, or if she's a support and doesn't get as much farm as that she wants, it could work out fairly well. Ember Spirit does okay physical, but not for a while, and then everybody else in their team is magical. And that's how Ember kills early as well, so the Berserker's
10
blood will
seconds
be pretty
remaining.
solid as far as keeping him alive.
5 seconds remaining. Reserve time.
But as the final seconds tick down, what's it gonna be? I still think Enigma wouldn't be awful if they want
10
to push.
seconds
It'd be
remaining.
some good control and maybe a way to counter the Naga setup. You have Enigma not come to sleep,
5
he has a
seconds
blink,
remaining.
waits and goes in. But he's gonna go for the Slark as well, so it is a support Lena, support line combo. And now they'll be able to. They're going to be very difficult to lock down. They'll have to use the Naga Sleeps very effectively. Quap's going to have to go in Orchid, I imagine. I'm not sure where they're going to run and what the positions of these people are going to be, as they've kind of got four traditional cores and then one support. So we'll see which one is running in the off position. Maybe it'll be something funky like a jungling Huskar or a early jungle Naga or something like that. But I can't really see it happening too much. But as we're just waiting for the heroes to pick and the game to load in, I just want to thank everybody who's tuned in. I'm of course WolfDota. You can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube if you want. Of course, all the VODs will be uploaded there as well, so you can, if
10
you miss a game
seconds
or just want to check
remaining.
something out, you can. But as far as
5
plugging myself
seconds
goes, I think
remaining.
that's going to be it for now. And the game is now underway. Go ahead and start by introducing the
Prepare
Dire
for
lineup.
battle.
We've got Kefka on the Clockwork. Ember Spirit's going to be handled by Baby Knight. Beaver, I guess, is going to be on the Lena. Solon is going to be playing the Lion. And last, but certainly not least, Jellypy is going to be on the Slark. For the Radiant side, we've got Villic on the Naga Siren. Minsko on Dazzle. The TA is played by CQ. Huskar is going to be handled by N1, and last but certainly not least, Tulks is going to be playing the Queen of Pain as they move into their dire jungle very aggressively. They got some wards down. Dazzle does have a couple of wards, so they're looking to block some camps here. Don't want to
30
give them
seconds
any
to battle.
early farm to work with. And they definitely want to secure this offlane team, so they're going to drop essentially there. Not sure where else. They're still looking around. They do have the potential to catch somebody. If Naga goes net and Quap goes dagger, they can slow somebody and look at them. They are under vision now though, and Clockwork on the Radiant side, he's doing a good job. He's going to be able to get a ward down as well that should be in the box of the
The
camp.
battle begins.
But we'll have to see how she goes here in a moment.
Refuse go.
Ember Spirit gets the bottom rune, and the top rune went to, looks like a Templar Assassin. So the mid laner's off to a good start. TA's going to have a very quick bottle. Ember Spirit's going to be a little bit longer as he did buy a circlet to start with. So we'll see how that goes. Oh, in the jungle, we're going to have one stun come out on the Quap. There's another one, but not quite quick enough. And unfortunately for Team God, Tux is able to blink herself away. And it looks like it's going to be a tri lane. They've got pretty good setup if they can get an Earth Spike and a light strike array as well as a leap. Chain those all together. At level 2, they should be able to bring down pretty much anybody. But it's in the mid lane. The Naga Siren doing a really good job harassing back the Ember Spirit, trying to get in range for one last Riptide, and she is. Oh, 57 health left on Baby Knight. He's having a rough day already, and CQ's going to be very happy with that, securing her farm. And the Naga in kind of an interesting position. It looks like it's going to be a support Naga, stacking camps and moving along like that, with the Huskar farming up the top lane up against the solo clock. So an interesting aggressive tri lane coming out here. And it's a little bit unfortunate that they're up against the Quap, but at the same time, smart laning from Esub. They won't have to worry about the Quap dying as much, as you can blink out of the pounce. As long as she doesn't get 100 to 0 in the course of either the Lion stun or the Lena stun, she should be okay. But the problem is, once Lion gets level 2, he's gonna have that Hex. So that's an extra 2.5 seconds of control they've got to follow up with his Impale and the Lena stun if they decide to go that way. But it looks like Lena's just trying to balance out the mid lane, as it was going fairly poorly for Baby Knight. He's starting to catch up now as far as CS goes, but still quite a ways behind the 8 and 4 Templar Assassin. Looks like she's going to be rotating back down to the bottom lane. Lion will be level 2 here in just a moment. Stark's got a pounce if he needs to get away, but looks like they're saving it. Lion's trying to find somebody. Can he get the Earth Spike? He's thinking about it. They do land the pounce. Unfortunately, no Earth Spike to follow up. But now they're going to look for the Naga Siren. It's probably going to be your first blood. It looks like it's going to go the way. Never Healing Wave comes out. Lion needs one more auto attack. She's going to be able to get it. Now they're going to get the return kill on the Lion. Are they going to continue forward? They've got a blink in a couple of seconds. They don't have any points in Stream of Pain, so it doesn't look like they're going to go. Jellyfish is going to pop a salve, and they're going to continue. Lena getting some decent harass, and a 1-for-1 across the board. Now Lion's back though. He is level 2. Pounce is going to go out on Dazzle. Dazzle's not level 2. Sun's going to come out and the Hex at the same time. Kind of chaining control there a little bit, but unfortunately weren't able to get the Quap to follow up either. So now 2-for-1 in the bottom lane overall. And looks like it's going to be a good start for Team God, as the coordination of their stunts working out very well. Back in the mid lane though, it's Ember Spirit. He's harassing back the TA, doing a lot of damage. CQ might be in trouble here. One more auto attack with that DD rune, doing some serious work. And now Baby Knight's got to get himself out of there, but he's going to be just alright. But full bottle, ready to heal himself up, and very nicely played using the Flame Guard and the DD to harass her back and burn off her fraction charges very quickly. Bottom lane, Clockwork sends down a Rocket, just kind of scouting them out. Let's see another little bit of pressure here, but in the top lane, how's it going? The Clockwork's got 3 CS to the Huskar's 20 and 13, so he is leading the charge quite heavily, actually, and doing a very nice job of it, pulling up to the side, trying to deny the Clockwork as much experience as he can. Unfortunately, unable to do so just to do anything with it just yet. The Clockwork should be able to soak, hopefully won't get killed. Can always pop the cogs if Huskar gets too close, as he's very short range, but we'll see. Dragon Slave comes out, connects on 2. Nicely done. Now they're just a harass battle here. They should be able to win this one with Alina, and then the pressure from a Slark as well. Lion's looping around. Rocket Flare just come out. Dazzle's off to the side. He's in a little bit of a rough spot. Dazzle might be out of position here. Hex is going to come out, but there's an Ensnare on the backside. They do land the pounce. Follow-up is there. They're going to be able to bring him down. Lena's on the backside is in a little bit of trouble. Quap blinks forward aggressively. Beaver, he's going to be dropping down. TP out from the Naga. It's going to be successful. No control left, but the Quap out of mana. Does have 10 stick charges. Might be able to go. Slark has another pounce coming up here in a moment. Is that going to be enough? It is. Ember Spirit's there as well. Chain's going to come out, and another kill going the way of the Slark. Now 2 and 2 on the board. Unfortunately, on the backside, it's not going great for Esub. Very nice start from this aggressive tri-lane overall. They've lost 2, but it's been supports both times, which is fine to give up the Slark. It's been around for all these kills, and going to be very well off for it. If we take a look at the net worth, it's going to be Ember Spirit and the Slark topping the charts, even though the Huskar has a fantastic farm, and he's actually headed down there. Maybe going to look to turn things around a little bit, or just man up a little bit better. He does have all those points in Berserker's blood, and it should be alright when he starts getting low. The magical burst not going to be there. That said, Slark does do decent physical with that Essence Shift, but we'll see if that's going to be enough. Slark's going to head out to the top lane, actually. They want to keep the pressure on this Queen of Pain, and Clockwork there might be able to make a go once he gets level 6, but that'll be a ways yet. Take a quick look at the vision. This is what the Radiant are seeing right now if you want to look in the minimap, and this is what the Dire got, so doing alright there. Ooh, Lion's going to TP out. I think they canceled the TP of the Lena. I'm looking at the vision for a moment there, so I didn't see. She's going to juke the Roche Pit, and looks like she'll be okay just to walk away. But they want to rotate everybody back up here to the top lane and keep the pressure on that Queen of Pain. They've already said we have to just kind of let the Huskar go. It'll be what it is, and well, Clockwork will get what he gets up here. But they want to keep feeding on the... Oh, in the mid lane. Clockwork's gonna... Kelfka's gonna get a very nice pick off with that. Nice stun coming out from the Lina. Literally does land on the Dazzle there. But excellent kill. Another solo kill going to the way of the Ember Spirit. Doing a good job of picking off. Ooh, man. Quap dropping very low. Popping the salve. Gonna maybe have to hang back for a little bit. Heal up. Just gotta be very careful as the Lion was there. And now he's gonna be having even more mana as the Lion's just good like that. Mana drain coming out. Take another look at the last hits. 40 and 20 on the Huskar. So he's right now he's the hope. He needs to get something very quick here. It looks like he's gonna be going for a armlet, I would imagine, but doesn't seem to be the case just yet. And Jalopy, he's still just farming away. A little bit behind the Huskar, but he's got these extra kills, so his net worth is making up for it. See if BabyNet wants to go again. He does have another DD. He's gonna pop the bottle charges, kills the trap. It doesn't look like he's gonna go too aggressive just yet. He went power trades, interesting. He didn't go phase route, so going something a little more survivable. But he's farming up fairly well as well. Ooh, aggressive remnant forward, just looking for some vision on the high ground. But so far not a lot. Do we have any stacks camped up? Sorry, camps stacked up. Looks like we've got one here. Hoping for a third. Won't be too bad. TA should be able to clear this out. And she's going to start stacking Ancients for herself as well. So, a little bit of catch-up farm potential there. Oh, Pounce is going to miss, and that's going to probably allow the Quap to leave. Never mind, beautiful stun coming out from the Lion. They could turn that onto the Naga. Slark gets up with the ulti. Not going to be the case, though. And now, killing spree for Jalopy. 3-0-2, 40 CS, 7 minutes in. He's got 1300 gold in the bank. Let's see where he wants to go. Maybe a Blink Dagger build, or if he's kind of a Shadow Blade Slark. Let's see what form of initiation he prefers when he decides to spend his gold. Lion's doing alright. He's got boots, getting some decent levels. Lina, how close? Level 4 as well. Both supports doing alright in that front. Let's take a look at the hero levels here. Unfortunately, Dazzle is losing the battle, it seems, but that's to be expected when you're 0-2-1 on a support. So, unfortunately, what's going on the top side? We're gonna find the Naga sign. She does avoid the one stun, but the other one's gonna be there. There's a Pounce to follow up as well, but doesn't look like they're gonna need a Dark Pack. Well, she does pop the stick charge if she can get around the corner. Sorry, she's gonna get the Pounce, but it is split amongst assists and another kill going the way of the Dire. Quick's Flare was heading up there just to help out, but Ember Spirit looks like he was trying to secure a bottle. The rune wasn't able to get it. Illusion rune for the TA. She's got Corrosive Haze, so I hope she's not saving up for a Midas, catch-up Midas, but hopefully just for power treads. We'll see if that's her choice or not. Looks like they're trying to set up a gank in the top on this bottom lane, but unable to find the Clockwork as a really smart rotation, as well as having this ward down as well, so it's not having to worry about anything too much. Lion's now level 5, Lina as well. Slark, what's he sitting at? 1600 gold, and he's going for drums, it looks like. Well, not a bad item at all. Get the extra stats, the movement speed, and all that, so it should be alright. TA in the meantime is going to try and clear up the stack. Should be fine too as well with the way Sideblaze works. Oh, Clockwork gonna just kind of help out. They do see that they're doing it. Are they going to look to rotate in? Doesn't look like that'll be the case. Ember Spirit cleaning up a small stack of his own, and on the top lane, Lion pulling the creeps and just trying to farm up. Almost level 6 now on him. What's Lina doing? And a little, not quite as well, not getting the jungle farm that Lion is, so going to be a little bit behind. This bottom lane though, Huskar, I think he's got his armlet coming out. Yeah, it looks like he does. And once he's got that, maybe he'll look to be a little more aggressive. He's got his ulti, so he does have that catch potential if he wants to go ahead and use it. But it doesn't look like that's going to be the case just yet. Templar Assassin, looking to clear up the stack maybe in a moment here, trying to get one more out of it. What is this, a triple? Or a quad, sorry. She's looking for the penta, but it's not going to be the case. And now, Beaver is going to grab a bounty rune as Huskar picks up that armlet. Take a quick look at the overall items on this player. So the Naga, not have a whole lot to speak of. CQ, I'm a little bit worried about her. Hopefully she's not going for that Midas, but we'll see after she clears up the attack. She does have 1200 gold, so it's probably going to be the case. And the reason I say hopefully is I think that if she goes to Midas, it'll be so long until she has a decent fighting item that it might be I don't know, it might just be lost by then. But we'll see. She's obviously probably a better player than I am by a significant margin. Either way, N1, he's got an armlet ready to go on the Radiant side. We've got Lion with Trank, so he doesn't never has to go back to the well. Slark's got drums. We got one Perseverance up on Baby Knight, so I imagine he's going for that Battle Fury. First off, Lena, she's a little bit further behind, level 5 still. Clockwork's level 6. We might see some setup there, but it looks like another stack attempt coming out. Is it going to be successful? No, not quite. Dazzle trying again, but unable to get it. And now, I imagine we'll see some push pressure come out top here, as they do have quite a creep wave as well as a catapult. They can push back this Queen of Pain fairly easily. Dazzle is in the background, but I'm not sure if that's going to be enough. We do have a ping coming out from the Huskars saying back up. Ember Spirit's missing, and they're not going to want to go. We're going to clear the creeps very quickly, and this should be a pretty easy tower. That said, Ember Spirit, he's going to find the Dazzle. There's a Hex as well as a Pounce, and that's going to be good. Quap links in very aggressively, maybe a wrong call. Actually, that was a TP from the Naga side, a little bit unfortunate there. Finger comes out, does finish off the Queen of Pain. They've lost Selena. Lion looking to go down. Not going to be the case as CQ unable to get there. And at the end of the day, it is a 4-for-1 exchange as well as a top tower going down in favor of God. They only lost their support Lena, and they're going to be pretty happy with that. On the backside, looks like Huskar trying to make a play on the Clockwork, but unable to, and so now the tower situation, one in favor of Team God, and there's no reason they can't rotate to the mid lane and do the same thing again, take another fight like that, have the Ember loop around and get a pick, or initiate a pick off, and then follow up. But we'll see if they want to continue farming aggressively. Slark did pick up a Shadow Amulet, so you're going to be looking for that Shadow Blade coming up here in a little bit. And we'll have to see where they want to go from there. Huskar's got a Morbid Mask, so again, probably look for that Helm of the Dominator, as I don't imagine he'll be going for too much else. Does have that sustain now. Slark on the backside, very aggressive here, looking for a kill. Might be able to pick off Velik, but Baby Knight, he's going to look forward for that Dazzle, gets the chains off as well. Dazzle going to try and TP out, should be able to get away. Stun's going to come up from the Lena, it's not going to be enough. Sleight of Fist will finish him off though. And on the backside, Slark's going to be able to get away. Huskar unable to find the Pounce, or sorry, the Life Break. But just a little bit unfortunate there. Take a look at the net worth chart again. That's going to be a Ember Spirit way on top. What's he got in the bank? 1800, so he can buy one more piece of the Battle Fury. He's only 2 components away. Wait, new Battle Fury. Hold on. Yeah, there's no recipe. Crazy. He's only a couple hundred gold away from that, should be about 600 out, and then he'll have his first one. His farms rate is going to increase drastically, as well as his damage output during the Slight is going to be a lot better. Might see a setup on him. They do have a Naga Song. They didn't get to use it in the last fight. She died too quick. Now Queen of Pain, he's going to be up here. Is level 6. That's a decent amount of burst damage. Ember Spirit's going to look to go aggressively. They've got the Naga Song on the backside. Telex, he's going to be dropping very low, very quick. Ember Spirit, oh, gets the Remnant as well, and the Song comes out just in time. 20 health Telex is going to live with. Now it's Velik. He's going to be on the backside. Maybe they're waiting for more setup. Unable to find it so far. They do see where the Quap went thanks to that ward, and now it's going to be CQ is in trouble. There's the Dark Pack coming out, burning off all the charges very quickly. Unfortunately, Shallow Grave and a Meld. She's going to come out. Now I think it's going to be the Dazzle paying for her sins, though, as she's going to drop. Maybe, nope, Slark's going to pop the Shadow Dance, and he's going to look to get away. Everybody on the Radiant very low. They don't want to look to re-engage, but they're all alive. It's going to be a successful engagement. I think that was a Clockwork Flare that hit the Dazzle, brought him almost down. Very nice shot indeed. Now it looks like Slark is going to try and clean up the camp a little bit here. They need to get this Ember over here. That'll be finish it out very nice quickly. But on the top side, it's going to be Velik going down. Doesn't have that Song to save him. Unfortunately, the cooldown quite long at level 1. Baby Knight just picking up another easy kill. 3-0-6 on the Ember Spirit. What do we got here? Scores 5-0-4 on the Slark, and then only deaths are on the Lena and the Lion. Of Lion, he's sitting down here farming. He's got enough for a Blink Dagger if that's what he wants. Can't imagine there'll be much else, as Blink Hex is such a strong initiation tool. Follow up with the Earth Spike and a Finger of Death. Nina is kind of taking the position of 5 support, not really going to be going for much buying the wards and smokes. Nothing wrong with that though. She doesn't really need, with the how far ahead they are and the physical damage that they can do, she doesn't really need anything. Oh, they're going to clear out the Sentry, and now they're going to clear out that Obs ward as well. Didn't see how early it was. Probably fairly early, but we'll see. That Midas was picked up by the TI. I didn't catch the exact time of it, unfortunately, but we'll see. Slark now has the Shadow Blade ready, so he can maybe finish off his Magic Wand. and he'll have some very intense initiation, and it's going to cause a lot of problems for the supports as they're very poor right now, and they do not have the money to constantly have sentries down and see what everything is doing. This TH, he might be in another trouble. Oh, Quap already used her blink. It's going to be on cooldown for another couple of seconds. Shallowgrave is in the area. Stark going to be able to get the kill. Doesn't look like they're going to go for it. He's going to back out wisely. Opposite drum charge. Going to be away for now, but that was very close for the Queen of Pain. Good thing Dazzle was in the area, keeping her alive. But now Ember Spirit's rotating through. He's got Sleight of Fist up. He's going to land the chains. Now CQ, she's going to be going down. Dazzle, unfortunately, not in range for that one. Can't be everywhere at once, and now they're going to lose the last couple of creeps in this Ancient stack. Midnight's going to find a region room. Battle Fury is online. Probably working towards a second one or a crit stick. Jellypete, Dazzle, what are you doing? You got to be careful here. They're pinging him out. The Remnant forward. They're going to look for him. The Sleight of Fist does land. There's the Shallow Grave. You're going to be able to bring him down. That's it. The Huskar is there, Jellypete. You got to pop that Shadow Dance. He is going to be able to. He's going to just TP away. He doesn't finish off the Dazzle. Probably a wise choice. He might have gone down if he tried to stay, but Huskar finally showing up, trying to make his presence known, but unfortunately unable to get a kill. He doesn't know a way to cancel that. Now, Kelfka, we haven't really seen any initiations from the Clockwork. He's just been sitting there farming. He did go for a Medallion of Courage. Interesting choice, and probably a good call. Help get rid of that Huskar. He's going to have to be careful now, though. Nagarstein's going to pop the song. Huskar's coming in. This is all just to kill a Clockwork. Lion and Slark are moving in on the backside. Lion was left, but there's kind of a 3-on-1. Clockwork's going to get the hookshot. Nice double stun coming over from the Lion. Now the Claw is going to follow up. Slark's there with the Shadow Blade. He's going to bring down the Nagarstein very quickly here. Now, on the backside, they're looking for the Lion. Lion should be going down here. Unable to find the kill just yet. CQ gonna get stunned up. Nope, Lion unable to get it off. Now it's the Huskar doing good work on the Ember Spirit. Maybe not. He's gonna be dropping. He doesn't have a Remnant away, and they're able to turn the fight around even with the Regoose coming up from Team God. N1 putting a little bit of hurt down on the other team. Didn't get any kills there, but showing that he's tough to bring down this early from the Ember Spirit. He doesn't have very good stand-in fight potential, especially with the armlet toggling inner vitality, as well as the lifesteal coming from the Huskar and the and the burst damage. Wow, maybe not burst, but the strong DPS from the Huskar proving to be a little bit of a problem. And now we're going to see a tower going down. The first one for the Radiant, as they've only lost one themselves so far, and they should be fairly happy with that. Gone, they're going to have to be a little bit worried. They didn't have their full team there. It was kind of a 5-on-1 there, or 5-on-3 for a little bit there, but a little bit unfortunate that Lena was not in the vicinity. I guess it was a 4-on-5, but either way, Slark was able to get away, and that's kind of the biggest thing. He's going for a Sage, so it makes me think he's going to have a Silver Edge and a Mantis style. Or, sorry, Silver Edge, potentially into a Mantis style if he wants to. He's going for that Silver Edge pretty quickly. I guess that's going to be really good against the Huskar. It'll disable his Berserker's Blood so that the Lena Lion can bring him down nice and quick, even without an Ags on the Lena. Well, she's working towards it. She's got 600 gold in the point booster already, so she will be there eventually. Midas for the TA. What has she got on? Doesn't look like much. Ember Spirit gets a chains on the TA. Slowed down a little bit. He's just walking away. He's got a rim note. Not too worried about it. Wanted to get the last hit on this tower, but unfortunately it's going to be denied by CQ. And now, another re-engage, but unfortunately the chains do miss. Maybe not taking a lot of damage here. The Meld Strike doing decent work. Unfortunately unable to. Lion thinking about going in. Sleight of Fist gonna go. Not gonna land too much. They slow him down again. Both teams kind of faking each other out here in the mid lane. Up on the top though, the Nagarstein's gotta be careful. Slark could sneak away pretty quick. He's got the Sage. Now he just needs Recipe, and I believe they increased that. Should be about 800 now, if I'm not mistaken. 600, sorry. But he's going to look to re-engage. He's going to find that as well. TP away, it's not going to be enough. One more auto attack, and Jellypete is going to be able to get the kill on the Naga. And now on a monster kill streak, 8-0-4. Doing very well for himself. And no, there's the Silver Edge picked up. Now a full Solar Crest for the Clockwork. Fairly early on, considering he's had a pretty rough time. And unable to do a whole lot. Felix on the bottom lane, he's going for an Ag Scepter, which upgrade for Quap, which is a little bit interesting. You almost think she might have needed a little bit better control. I guess it's kind of tough. She had a pretty rough lane either way. The other thing too is that opens up Roshan, which looks like they might be what they're doing, but no, Stark, he's going to go for the Huskar, does break his passive, and now he's going to be able to bring him down very quickly. Huskar is going to drop, and well, Fortunately for him, that's going to be a godlike streak for Jelope, and at this point, the Slark can kind of do what he wants as long as there's a little bit of follow-up. Still doesn't want to trade blows with the Huskar as he is kind of scary, but nonetheless, should be all right there. Lion blinking forward, not going to find anything. Clockwork with the Solar Crest, doing what he can, trying to clear the creeps out, but should be able to bring down this tower. Solar Crest going on Slark. Now that is a scary thing. He's got 30% evasion as well as an extra 10 armor. Huskar's going to have a very tough time dealing with him as well as everybody else. The Quap goes down very quickly in the mid lane. Now they're looking to chase down the Dazzle. Dazzle's going to get stunned up, Flight of Fist. Light Striker Ray not even needed. Going to bring him down. And the push continues, pushing in both the mid lane and the bottom lane, and I'm sure if we take a look at the net worth and experience, it is plummeting quickly, as the net worth is now above 7,500 in favor of the Dire, and the experience is approaching 7,500 itself. Unite, clear out the mid lane. Allies are TPing out. They're looking for the Nagasign. Their Spike is going to land. Light Striker Ray is going to be there as well. They don't even need an ulti. They used the most. They used up all their mana, but they do get the kill. Song was up, but really, you don't want to, as a support Naga, you don't want to use it to save yourself. You want to use it to save a core or initiate a fight that you can win, or break up a fight that you're losing and save a couple allies. Unfortunately, the Naga at this point is not worth much, and not really not going to be the best hero to use that on. God, he's going to be going in here in N1. He's going to be in a little bit of trouble. He's going to get pounced as well. He's got the minus armor on him, and he absolutely melts down to the Ember Spirit, and the Slark Clockwork there for a little bit of support. So with that, they bring him down. This is going to be another tower going their way. And maybe after this they can decide to back off, take on Roshan, something like that. Slann, he's going to go on the Queen of Pain. He's going to get a drain off. He needs a Hex to follow up. He is going to get it. Clockwork's there with a hook shot if he wants to use it. Now they got to blink where he is. Nope. Unfortunately, Lion blinks forward and blocks the hook shot that probably would have landed. So a little bit unfortunate there, but at the end of the day, it's not going to be too bad. Villic, he's going to pop the song to save himself this time. Maybe they can look to turn this around. They don't have any TPs coming in. Looks like they're going to have to let him go. Slark, too much of a scary character, not something they want to deal with. And I'm curious when they're going to back off and do Roche. They can do it very easily with the Solar Crest out on Roshan, minus armor, as well as just the tankiness of the heroes. But Slark's going to head for that. Looks like a Scotty. Templar Assassin does pick up a BKB, so finally getting an item might allow her to fight. She's still lacking in damage, I think, a little bit here, and I don't think it's going to matter at this point unless she wants to burn her first 10 charge BKB. Oh, Slark, he's just going to kill the Naga Siren, and that's got to be terrifying. You know there's a shark in the water at this point who's running around killing you at will. Ember Spirit, he's got the makings of a Daedalus coming out. He's going to go for the chance. He does land it, and that's going to burn off the refraction charges very quickly. Slark's waiting on the backside. I don't know if I'm pretty sure they pinged him out, but Misko, he's not going to drop any sentries. Not sure if he has any. Oh no, just an obs he's going to put up on the high ground. Ember Spirit's hanging around the mid lane, maybe looking for another pick of some sort. I think at this point they do need to back off and just take Roshan and then secure either the tier 1 mid or the tier 2 top. Oh, sorry, the tier 2 mid and the tier 2 top. And then they can look to push high ground there with their next set of weapons. Items in the bank, whether that's waiting for the Scotty to finish as well as the Daedalus on that. The eggs for Lena, which is very close. Clockwork, he's working on eggs himself. Lion, I'm not sure what he's going to go for. Maybe look for a Force Staff, a little more positioning. Could go for an Egg Scepter. It's not really the best this game, I don't think, but either way, Huskar's trying to finish up that BKB as quick as possible. Augustin, do you have any items to speak of? Looking for a mechanism, probably followed up by Guardian Greaves. Dazzle, he's got a cloak. Probably trying to work towards a Glimmer Cape. Queen of Pain almost has enough for the eggs. 800 out. Lena picks up hers now. So now the Huskar has to worry. There's 675 pure damage going to be coming his way as soon as he drops low and is in range. And there's Slark and Clock. They do clear out the Roshan. Unsurprising. And oh, wait, what is this? Actually, Baby Knight, he's going for a MKB, not going for the Daedalus as I thought he was. But I guess that's alright. It'll prevent any evasion coming out from the side, whether that's Huskar picking up a picking up a Heaven's Halberd, Templar Assassin picking up a Butterfly or anything like that. So won't have to worry about it. As well as just it's really good damage coming out from the mini bash chance and a way to cancel teleports, which they've had some problems with. A couple people TPing away on them. after the chains have come out, as Slark does not have any way. He's kind of running around here. He's going to go for the Dazzle. He's going to be able to get him off. No, Shallowgrave does come out. Huskar's going to look to turn around. Jealousy, he's gone. Shadow Dance, he's going to pop it. Huskar pops his BKB. He's going to look to turn around. Quap out from the high ground isn't going to land. And now it's going to be Slark. He's having a tough time. He's going to lose the Aegis for now. Do they want to re-engage? Clockwork's in the area. He can hookshot in. He's going to. It's going to land on the Queen of Pain. They're going to look to back off. Lots of damage coming from the Ember Spirit on the high ground. Clock's going to be the sacrificial lamb here. Quap going to stay alive for now. Ember Spirit looking for more. He's going to be able to find, just get the slide off, get him pop back out. TQ with the DD going to do a lot of damage during that fight. He does stay alive, so a poor engagement choice for Team God, but they only lose the Clockwork, so it's not much, but it is a win. They did force out 2 10-second BKBs that fight. I do believe they were both used. Oh, no, only one. Song's going to come out, and that was just unfortunate timing. They're looking to engage on this Lion's there as well. Maybe now she's thinking of backing up, but the Slark's there. They're going to look to burst her down. They are. On the top side, it's going to be Lena. She does kill the Huskar. Her Ag is doing some work. Naga Siren stays alive thanks to the Dazzle, but now it's Dazzle is going to fall. Slark's going to be freed up now. One more attack. There it is. And on the backside, Lion being chased away by the Queen of Pain. So the support Lena able to go toe for toe with the Huskar does kill him first, getting that experience as well. And unfortunately denying Huskar any of his own. And with that, the Slark, he's going to be very close to that Scotty. Once he's got that heal, I think he'll just be too tanky to deal with. His slows will be too strong. And he's going to have some serious problems. But we'll see. Net's going to come out. There's no real follow-up for this. Just a little bit of harass. Pounce is going to miss, but good damage coming out from the Slark. And he's going to back away after that. Heal up quickly with his ulti, and should be good to go. Lion does pick up a gem now, so they're going to look to take control of the map, get rid of any vision that is out there. And there's some okay vision from the Radiant. They've got that ward here, and then they've got another one up here on the cliff, so they do see anything going on there. Slark's going to pounce away, unfortunately. Quap blinks in aggressively. Got to be careful. Sleight of Fist coming out. Maybe not. He's going to Remnant back. Huskar's going to pop the BKB and go on the Lion, and Solon, he's going to be going down. Does get a 2-man Earth Spike, but it's not going to be enough. From the low ground, Baby Knight does get the chains. Beaver, they're looking to go. They've got Clockwork in the area. Flare's going to come through. They have a hook shot. Do they want to use it? Doesn't look like that's going to be the case. They're going to back off. Timer on Roshan here. We won't know for quite a while, as Slark did use the Aegis up fairly quickly. And he's got 30,000 gold, needs another 200, and he'll have his Scotty if he wants to buy out for that. But I imagine he won't have any reason not to. He's so difficult to lock down at this point. TA's next item gonna look like a Desolator, so some cheap damage coming out and a way to bring down the Slark, help out with that medallion that they've been putting on him. So won't get rid of the evasion, but it'll at least help with the bonus armor. And all in all, it'll make Ember Spirit very soft, as he only has 6 armor to begin with. So between a Meld Strike and that, drop him down quite quickly. Quap's next item, nowhere really near on the way. Scar's got 1400 gold. We'll see if he wants to finish off the helm, maybe pick up that extra bit of armor, look for that Satanic coming out, or if he wants to go a different route. Clockwork, Ags on the way. He's 1000 gold out from it, 1100 I guess, but Lion doing the same as well, has a point booster, and so everybody on the Dire team is getting very tanky between all these Acceptors picked up. Like you look at the Lion, he's got 1000 health. Lena's got 1300. The Clockwork, I think it's got 16. And then the Ember Spirit, he's probably, well, softest because of the armor, but he does have a decent health pool as well, sitting around 1500. And then the Slark, he's a monster at 22. And with all these Acceptors coming out, they just have so many stats that they're hard to kill at this point. And it's requiring a lot of effort to bring down one. And by the time that they do that, one person has already been picked off. Backside Slark, he's going to look for Velik. Unable to find him just yet. Tower's going to go down to the Lena, clearing out the Naga Siren illusions, and she's sitting on 600 gold. Take a look at the buybacks here, not fantasy points. And Huskar's got one, so he's going to want to keep that in case a tower push does come out. But so far that's not the case, as looks like they're all going to back off. Looks like they want to go farm up the jungle. Ancients were pinged out, sit back, and kind of take the map. Ember Spirit is approaching his 3rd item. Whether that's another second Battle Fury or a crit stick now, we'll have to see. So I just got the Scotty. Dazzle, unfortunately, relegated to the base. Just got some wards and detection coming out. Quap, not really making any progress either. And it's just they have such a hard time pushing out of the base because they don't have vision. They don't have very good vision. The Lion's done a decent job. I guess it's the Slark who has the the Gem of True Sight, doing a decent job of clearing out any sort of wards that are around. They've only got this one left. The one up there got dewarded. They've got a sentry down there, and then one in their base, checking for any high ground vision. We are going to have a smoke come out from the Radiant. They're going to look for somebody, but they got a long ways to go, and this is very unfortunate. When you have to smoke here and make the long trek all the way through, it's going to be very difficult indeed to try and find anybody. But the only person in the area is Baby Knight, and well, he's got a remnant out now, so it's going to be tough. Flare does come out, does connect, but at the same time, they're still hidden by smoke. They're trying to bait with the Huskar, but it doesn't seem like they want to bite. It's just Baby Knight hiding there, and as soon as he sees somebody, he's going to go. The smoke's going to pop. Pops a little bit early, they drop a sentry immediately. They're going to see him. He's going to look to go BQ or CQ. He's going to pop a BKB charge, and Richard's going to remnant away. That is a 10-second charge down for the Templar Assassin. That's going to be quite a while. Slark's going to see him, stealthed up. Can look to go if he wants to, and it looks like that's going to be the case. And he's got the gem, so you can't hide from that. The finger's going to go out. CQ dropping very low, staying alive for now. Treant Pain doing all right damage. The Slark, the line has gone down. Lena to follow. Nice. Saga Siren Song going to come out. CQ is going to have to make his escape. Jalopy, they're thinking about going for him. Pound's not going to land. They do get a chains on Tullix. Now they're going to look for Villic, and the Clockwork Hook is there. They're going to be able to get one. Quap, gonna try and blink away. Unfortunately, Ember Spirit did see where she went. Now gonna look to chase her down. She does blink again. They ping her once more. Remnant, not gonna be enough. Unfortunately, just not quite quick enough. Doesn't get her. So a 2-for-1 trade. These supports for the Naga. Good fight all in all for the Radiant. On the backside though, Slark is gonna find another kill on a second support. So supports for supports. And kind of at this point, it's an even-ish trade, I guess. We'll see. Take a look at the network chart, see if it moves at all. 14,000 gold in favor of Dire, as well as 14,000 experience. And no point was the Radiant ever really in it. They're down 10 to 27, unfortunately, with a monster Slark sitting outside their base. And they're not sure what to do really about this. He's just going to walk up there, takes a Quap ulti to the face, doesn't even care. He's going to shrug it off, get behind the trees. It's going to be full health in a matter of seconds. Up in this top lane, Ember Spirit did go for the Boots of Travel. Oh, Pause unfortunately going to come out, and Misco gonna throw one out there just for a moment. But looks like both teams need a second here. So let's take a quick look at the items overall. Nagas are in. Looking for those Guardian Greaves. CQ, he's got a Desolator, BKB, still the Midas, so the Midas is starting to pay dividends at this point, and you are seeing that she's able to keep up as far as levels go. She's only 2 levels behind the Ember Spirit, and after level 16, it's a little bit less important. You're just getting those extra stats, which, well, they're nothing to scoff at. They're not as big as having all your skills maxed. So she's not worried about that. Dazzle, unfortunately, he's still got very little. He does have that cloak. It does probably help keep him alive quite well. BKB, Blink Dagger for the Huskar, interesting choice there. Looks like the Pause is going to come out, and that'll be it for the Radiant as far as their items. The Dire, Lion, working towards that finger. How much gold does he have on him? He's only got 1,000, and then there's the Slark as well. He's looking for his next item, 3k in his bank. Ember Spirit, imagine, I guess going for another Scotty as well, apply that slow to everybody. Maybe a Manta style, but it seems a little bit unlikely. And he's actually going to use Boots of Boots of Travel to head down to the bottom. Clockwork's going to get a hook shot, beautifully done. Maybe Knight's going to run forward. Excellent burn as well. They get the one little bash and the kill going their way. Beautifully coordinated gank on a very elusive target. Nice job indeed. And well, with that, they can look to push this bottom lane if they so choose. Lion's still smoked up, clearing the creeps a little bit there. Maybe they're just waiting for Roshan. Oh, pings are coming out in the top lane. They're going to look to go. So far, it's a 2-on-2. Huskar is going to drop. That Laguna Blade doing some serious work. It's now going to be level 16 for Lena. Before it wasn't, so now they've got even bigger problem. And with 3 down, 2 buybacks are up. The Huskar won't be alive for 55 seconds, though. And he's kind of the one keeping them in this at this point. They will have a Naga Song as well as the Quap ultis when they respawn, but they can't be both places at once. With the top lane and the bottom lane being shoved in like this, it's going to be very difficult indeed. Remnant sent back, and Ember Spirit's just running in there, looking to get the string chains off. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the case. Now, he's just going to back off, forcing the Dazzle all the way back. No buyouts were popped yet at this point. And, well, Radiant, they're just clearing up the top tower. Lena doing good damage now with her passive, but on the backside, they're going to look to go. They do lose their Templar Assassin. Tullix doing what he can. Somehow Slan still alive. Clockwork does drop as well. So, Lion and Clock down. Buyback comes out from the Templar Assassin as well as the Dazzle. Ember Spirit's going to get away. Buyback coming out for the Quap. A triple kill in favor of the Ember Spirit, doing some serious work there. He's going to look to back away, and in the meantime, Slark just took the top rack. There's not a lot they can do about it. Range rack's going to fall to about half, and it's in the mid lane. Slark's still going in. He's looking for Villic. Doesn't matter that they're down too. Buybacks were forced out, and now they're going to be dead for a very long time. Quap links forward, looking to get a kill on Beaver. Jellybean looking to turn around on the Huskar of all people. He's got to be careful though. He does have a pounce, but it's going to be a while. Shadowblade pops. They don't have any dust for him. They're dropping sentries, but he's still walking away just a little bit too quick. He's going to stay invisible. They throw out the Quap ulti, but unfortunately misses. He's going to look to pounce to the low ground. He's going to be able to make it away. They ping him out. Quap blinks the wrong way, unfortunately, and they're not going to be able to find him now. He's going to be full health, and in the meantime, Ember Spirit clearing up. Objective game coming from Baby Knight as space created by the Slark, and that's going to be a dead Dazzle. Doesn't even have time to get off the shallow grave, and that's going to be two melee racks down and a range, it looks like. Meanwhile, on the top side, Slark quickly makes very quick work of the TA, and that's going to be GG, well played, going out in favor of God. They take game one of what I assume is a best of two. And so just a quick little thank you to everybody in chat. I see there's 46 of you out there, and I certainly appreciate it. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, throw them out in the chat. I'll be taking a look at it as I wait for the next game to pop up. And I appreciate the support. If you want, you can follow me on Twitch, Twitter, and YouTube, all at the same tag, and that's all WolfDota. Thanks for tuning in, and hopefully we'll be back with game number 2 shortly.